nerds? How's it going out there? It is your friends here at, well, kind of friends, here at
Just go with it.
Rebel Nerd Radio, bringing you episode number 243. And tonight we jump back into our Starships of the Galaxy series. Last time we talked about the Rebel Fleet, and tonight we talk about most of the Rebel Fleet. We are not including, just for everybody out there, so you know, we are not including TIE fighters because
in this discussion.
in this discussion, because TIE fighters have their own episode. So
there's so freaking many of them.
Because there's so freaking many of them. Yes.
Yeah.
I almost thought about doing a separate episode for Star Destroyers, but then after going through today's like the notes for today, we wouldn't have much to talk about outside of Star Destroyers.
Yeah, the Death Star.
Because there really aren't that many starships outside of TIE fighters and Star Destroyers. There are some. And
but not very many.
We will talk about them. But in any case, so yeah. So who do we got in the old chat room so far tonight? We've got Matt, of course, who is usually here before us because he has no life like us. We have Brennan. How's it going, sir? We've got Taco Cat in the house. We have got Steve Spawn in the house. How's it going, sir?
Steve.
And that's it.
That's it so far.
Cold weather keeping everybody away from the
some people. Unfortunately, there may be some people without power right now, which is kind of a scary thought. I mean, it's cold outside, so
that is fair. It is very cold. A few hours ago, the weather started getting a little bit warmer, and the streets are getting, like, right now it is right at freezing. But about 2 hours ago, it was at 34. So it was starting to get a little bit better. We're supposed to get some fog tonight, but
I think for us today, my temperature gauge here at the house read 39, and I did see some melting on like elevated surfaces and stuff like that, like on top of the house and stuff like that. So it's starting to melt off, which is nice.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll. I really hope that it'll be gone here, at least to a point to where I can drive on the roads by the end of the week, because I have a doctor's appointment. I really need to see my doctor. But yeah, we have got we have a show for you tonight. We're going to talk Imperial Fleet. I'm assuming we're going to have show and tell. I know I have a show and tell.
I have a couple things for show and tell.
Okay, I've only got one. And then, hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, hey, there's Drew.
There's Drew in the chat, and DJ has popped in. What's up, nerd? Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes. I only have one thing for show and tell. So we have a show and tell. We actually don't have a Drawn to the Force because tomorrow, which is comic book day, there are no Star Wars comics being released. So we don't have anything to talk about. So that's really weird. Really weird. But yeah, so we don't have those.
But we
Katie,
could talk about.
Katie's in the chat. What's up?
Hi, sis. That's my sister. For everybody who doesn't know.
Hello, sister. She's on Facebook.
She is.
She's watching us on Facebook. I can tell because her name has a big F.
Yeah.
No, DJ, I do not have a squirrel hat. I also do not have a raccoon hat.
I knew that was coming.
DJ said he heard I had a squirrel hat or maybe a raccoon. Yeah, I don't have either. And I will not be purchasing either.
And I don't think even if you made him one for free, he would wear it. So,
I really no. I either wear ball caps like I have right now, or I don't think I showed this off last week, but
no, you showed it to me, but you didn't show it to everybody.
I found this when I was cleaning something and looking for something else. So I got my Peaky Blinders hat. I love
my flat caps. My flat cap. I love my flat caps. I don't know why I like these things, but I just love these flat caps.
I used to have a do not mail me one. I will throw that in the trash.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Actually, this is a Boston Scully hat. All the flat caps I own are all Boston Scully hats. And I love them. They're a great hat manufacturer.
I'm serious, Matt. I'm being absolutely serious. If you mail me one, I will throw it in the trash. You'll be wasting your time.
Millennial Workshop's in the chat.
No, I used to. Hey, Millennial Workshop. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, guy?
Awesome. I used to have a green one too. I don't know what happened to it, but
I've found myself purchasing quite a few of them. I have, I think 8 or 9 of them, to be honest with you. Quite a few.
I want to get another green one though, but. Yeah.
I do take that back. I take it back. I do have one that's not Boston Scully. It's actually, I ordered it from the Guinness factory.
From the Guinness factory. Ooh.
I did. I ordered it from the Guinness factory, and it's my Guinness Boston Scully, or not. Like I said, it's not a Boston Scully hat. It's just a Guinness flat cap. So I do have one that's not Boston Scully. I like that one too, but it's like a wool one that's like heavy. So.
Oh, you just had to say it, DJ, didn't you? Yuck. Speaking of Beantown, go Patriots.
Yeah.
Anyway, go Seahawks. So anyway, yeah, we don't have a draw into the force. We will have show and tell because I do have something that came in the mail over the weekend before it got really nasty. I know it's in the box. I just haven't opened it. And I didn't tell JD what it was, but I did tell him that I got something cool to show.
Nice.
Something I have mentioned in the stream before about wanting, and I finally got around to getting one because I somehow ended up with money for it. And of course, I need to waste money. Anyway, everybody say hello to Leia. She's in the chat with us tonight.
She's chilling.
She's chilling. She's not feeling very good, so she's wanting to hang around Dad.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah. She's. I think she's sick because she's acting like she's sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll PSA that right now for those of you in the chat and those of you watching tonight. I am suffering from a nasal infection and upper respiratory problems, and I've been coughing and sneezing, and I have been off work for a couple days. Thanks to a soothing drink and some Theraflu, I'm actually.
He's toughing it out to bring you
I'm toughing it out. So if you hear me cough and sneeze or something like that a lot, I'll try to mute it. If not, I apologize now. But I am definitely not my best.
Not 100%, but
I
toughing it out so that you can talk to you nerds about.
And with spring right around the corner, I know that my storm season is going to cause interruptions, so I want to have as few as possible before that happens. So
Fair enough.
I'm toughing it out for the evening. Like I said, you guys will have to forgive my coughing and sneezing if it happens. You'll just have to put up with me. That's all I got to say.
Fair enough. All right. So, other than being snowed in and work and being sick, have you done anything interesting this week? Anything cool happen?
No, not really. Other than just watching like you said, watching the weather, being kind of snowed in. We had crews on standby for Evergy for the snowstorm, and I have not heard of any of our guys getting sent out of town to help with storm restoration. But I know in some of the places they were doing quite a bit, and like I said, we had guys that were out working. So no, I kind of stayed in, kept the house warm, kept everything going here, making sure that we didn't lose power or anything like that. So we kind of just kept that up. On my days off while being sick, I've made some printer improvements to my 3D printer. And just as an FYI, I know we're going to do a social media and Patreon, all that kind of things, but I wanted to, for those of you watching and for those of you in the rewind, for our Patreons, when you get a chance to see this, your packages are ready to be mailed out. Because of the weather, because of my being sick the past couple days, it's a little bit of a delay, but all the packages are done. They are ready. They're ready to send out. The only person I don't have one finished for is Adam, but he actually lives near me in Park City, Kansas. And I may just hand deliver his, but I just need one piece that I fell short on to deliver it. But everybody else's Patreon stuff is ready.
Technically, I could hand deliver Dave's.
Well, but I've got all of them now, so I have to do it.
Yeah, but you'd have to mail it to me anyway. So.
Yes. So yeah, but everybody's packages are complete. Everybody's in their mailers ready to go. As soon as I can get to the post office, or I might have my girlfriend stop tomorrow and do it if she's willing. She may stop by the post office and mail them all out tomorrow for me. But be on the lookout for something from Kansas, from El Dorado, Kansas. That is from me. That is from us here at Rebel Nerd Radio for our Patreons. So you will be getting your stickers. You will be getting your 2 items that I showed on one of our episodes that I 3D printed out myself, and then your mystery item that will be coming on along as well. So you'll be getting 5 items in the package from us. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, maybe possibly tomorrow those will be mailed out. So just like I said, be on the lookout. So yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing, is I've been kind of getting my printer set up, getting all that stuff finished, getting the mailers finished. Just kind of keeping myself busy at home, because if I don't, I'm going to end up being bored. And in between that and a lot of Theraflu and nasal decongestant and naps. So yeah. So that's been my weekend and subsequent past couple days. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, other than you're gonna have to buy it yourself, Matt. I ain't buying it. Yeah, other than being snowed in, I have started studying for my certification exam because school is okay. Well, technically, it's not. It's over in that I don't have any more classes to attend.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have some project and work to do to get turned in. But aside from that, for the most part, school is over, and I got to start studying for my certification exam. And so hopefully if I pass that on the first time, I'll be able to finally find a fucking job. Good Lord. Other than that, man, I ain't been doing much of anything. Been reading a lot of comic books. Getting prepared for an upcoming episode of Mutant Chronicles, which I will talk about when we get into our social media type stuff, because we're going to talk about that on our segment about our patrons, early access patron stuff. We've got an episode of Mutant Chronicles coming up not even like the next one, like the one after the next one that I'm preparing for, because it's there's a lot of reading that I have to do. Well, in my case, of course, it's rereading.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? She was trapped under the bubbles. Got out of your bed. Come watch us talk about nerd stuff. That's awesome. Thanks. But yeah, reading a lot of well, I mean, I could just tell you, like, eventually we are going to do an episode on Mutant Chronicles about the storyline Age of Apocalypse. I am going to be partnering up with one of our patrons, actually. Justin is going to be joining me for that one. And after much discussion, we decided that's going to be a 3-parter because that storyline is massive. So yeah, I'm just doing some reading in preparation for that because the next one that we're doing for Mutant Chronicles, I don't really have to do any research or any reading for, but I won't tell you what that one is. Other than that, yeah, no, just reading comic books and getting ready to hopefully get a job maybe one of these days. Clearly haven't been to the theater. Actually, I probably will not go to the theater again until sometime next month because there's really nothing out that I want to see.
It's been kind of dry. It's been kind of dry on the movie front lately.
It's been it's weird. Like we are coming up on the end of January, and I've only been to the theater once.
Like, that's unusual for you, dude.
I know. And yeah, the only thing I've gone to watch is the Bone Temple. And actually the next movie coming out off the top of my head that I can remember is coming next that I want to see is the new Scream movie. And
you got one on me. I didn't even know there was another Scream movie coming out.
And I think it's coming at the end of February. So yeah, unless something else pops up that wasn't really on my radar. Usually you would think, Drew, but typically by this time of the year, I usually have seen at least three. Like last year, this time, this year, last time, I had already seen 3 movies. But yeah, just one. It's really
Matt. Weird. To be fair, I'm waiting for Masters of the Universe 2. I'm mildly interested. I'm kind of skeptical just because. I don't know.
I saw the trailer.
I did too.
Not at all interested.
Mostly
because I typically avoid Jared Leto at the box office.
Yeah, that's why I've not watched Tron Ares.
I gave him a chance.
I do not.
I gave him a chance and went and saw that new Tron movie, and it was horrible. And Jared Leto was horrible. So he's not getting any more chances.
I know, like I said, normally I don't hop on the hate train, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know how that man continues to get acting roles because he is horrible.
He is not a good actor.
No, he's not. He is a horrible actor.
He is not.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
I honestly, he's had, I don't know. Honestly, arguably, I think the worst part of Suicide Squad was him.
Clearly, yeah, absolutely.
Morbius was horrible.
Morbius was blood shit. We're going to be talking about. We got to talk about that too.
Yeah. Morbius was horrible. Tron Ares, I heard, was a disaster. I don't know. I don't know how that guy keeps getting acting movies. I really don't. And maybe he's Skeletor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe because it's CGI Skeletor, maybe you won't notice as much. Maybe.
See, and that is fair. I mean, we don't have to see his stupid face, and maybe you won't have to hear his voice, so maybe it won't be as bad.
See, I'm not a Jack Black fan. I'm not a big Jack Black fan. There's some of his movies I can watch, but when I watch like Kung Fu Panda, for instance, I don't notice it's him, and all I see is the expressions of the panda, and I don't see him. So I don't notice it's him, I guess, because he's character acting as the panda, so I don't notice it as much.
Yeah,
And don't anybody come at me. I'm just not a Jack Black fan. It's okay. I don't like Will Ferrell. I absolutely detest Will Ferrell. I think he's a horrible actor.
Wow.
Yeah, I hate it. I can't stand Will Ferrell. Sorry.
Wow.
Anyway, no, sorry, I can't.
I don't dislike him or Jack Black. But Jared Leto, man, he is not
Jack. Like I said, Jack Black. It just depends on what Jack Black is in. Like in the original Jumanji with The Rock, he was actually funny. And I've watched him in a few other movies where I thought he was okay. He was pretty funny. And then, like I said, Kung Fu Panda, because I don't know it's him. But there's a lot of movies he's been in that I'm just like, no, I'm good.
He was great in School of Rock. School of Rock was great.
Never watched it. Never watched School
High
of Rock.
Fidelity was great. But yeah, I can't think of one movie that Jared Leto has been in that he has been good in. I cannot think of one. He is awful. I agree, Matt. We 100% agree on that statement.
What do you say?
Jared Leto has a punchable face.
Yeah. I mean, he might be a really nice guy. I'm not judging like his overall character. He might be a nice guy. And to be honest with you, I think he was in a band, and I can't remember the name of the band.
I don't remember the name of the band.
But I can't remember the name of the band. But yeah,
there was a discussion in the Discord about he should have stuck to music.
Yeah, I think that I heard people say that his music is just a lot better, and he may be 100% the nicest guy in the world. I'm not judging his overall character. He is just a terrible actor, and everything that he's been in, he's either been the cause of it not doing well, or he's been the reason it flopped, and it just needs to stop.
Oh, there it is. DJ just popped
30 Seconds to Mars. That's right.
30
Seconds to Mars.
So. Jack Black, I think the first movie that I saw Jack Black in was probably Mars Attacks. And he played a very small role in that movie.
The first movie I saw him in was The Jackal with Bruce Willis.
That was the second one I saw him in.
Yeah, the first one I ever saw him in was The Jackal with Bruce Willis. And I thought he did okay. His role wasn't like huge, but he wasn't. Yeah. He played kind of a serious role, and then he kind of blew up as a smartass in the end. And I was like, okay. And then he just dies a horrible death. If you've never seen The Jackal, it's an excellent movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's got Richard Gere and Sidney Poitier and Bruce Willis. Excellent movie. Excellent movie.
Richard Gere playing an Irish sharpshooter.
Yeah, yep. He was in that movie. He played a small role in it. He did pretty good. Like I said, I liked him in the Jumanji. He was pretty good in that. And Kung Fu Panda. But just other than that, I'm like,
yeah, that's fine. And I mean, we don't like to crap on things. So all of you Jared Leto fans out there, I just say,
Well, that's why I preface.
Why?
That's why I preface it. I'm not judging him in his character. I'm sure he's probably a nice guy. In fact, I think I heard he was a nice guy. I heard his 30 Seconds to Mars. Now, if I listened to actually looked at what music came from 30 Seconds to Mars, there's probably quite a few songs that I would actually like or that I've heard before. I just don't like. I'm not a fan of the band or anything like that. I've probably heard the music. So he's probably pretty good as a musician. He's probably a really nice guy. I'm not judging his character.
His acting.
His acting is horrible. He's not a good actor.
Okay, well, let's not be negative.
We're moving on.
Negative on this one.
Moving on.
We will be negative on an upcoming new series that we will be doing, which I'll talk about in a minute. But first, if you want to find us on social media, there is a lot of social media, and we're on a lot of it. but I'm going to give you one link that will take you everywhere. And it is right there. bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. Write it down. Is that enough time? Did you write it down? Okay. I'm going to have it scrolling under here. So if you want to find us on social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, all of that. I think our TikTok is on there, but I don't really pay attention to our TikTok. For all those TikTok people, sorry, I'm just not active on it, and I probably should be. I tried to get somebody to volunteer to do our TikTok for us because I don't get on TikTok.
You see the white beard? The white beard is subliminal for I don't have TikTok.
I have a TikTok account. I never use it.
I don't have TikTok. I've never got. I don't have TikTok or Snapchat.
But it will take you to our YouTube page, which if you're watching this on YouTube, then you already know where our YouTube is. But you might not have subscribed to our YouTube yet. So make sure you go do that. We need subscribers. That link will also take you to our Discord, which is where we are most active. To be honest, we are more active on Discord than we are any other social media. And more often than not, we are on there jibber jabbering about something. Not just Star Wars. We talk about a lot of stuff. We came up with the whole concept of this new series we're going to start doing on Discord. It was mentioned on last week's episode.
I don't know whether to say Lord help you and I, or Lord help the people who watch that series.
I would say for both of us. Because we have to view those movies.
That's true. Ugh.
So, well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
So Discord, Go check out our Discord, jump on there and come talk to us. And see, here says our Discord is super cool. Definitely one of my favorite communities. Could we quote you on that on social media?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun there. It will also take you to our merch page where you can get t-shirts. And speaking of which, did you buy t-shirts lately? Like just really recently?
JD? 2 of them last weekend. Yep.
Because I got a notification and I'm like, who would have bought 2 t-shirts?
Me, I did.
Okay, good deal.
I bought one. I'll let everybody know. I bought a premium T-shirt, and I bought so everybody can see them. I bought one with the Emperor on it, and I bought one with the Stormtrooper on it.
Oh, okay. You didn't buy the regular.
Oh no! I bought the regular microphone logo one. Yeah, that's what it is. The microphone logo one, and then the one with the Emperor on it.
The one with the Emperor. Okay, cool.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. So you can get our merch. So we've got T-shirts. We've got coffee mugs. We've got fanny packs. I don't think they're called fanny packs on there though. I don't remember.
They're called belt bags.
Belt bags, yeah. And then we've got the other bags that just kind of go across your chest.
I need to find those because I was trying to find one of those, and yeah, it's just a shoulder bag, over the shoulder bag.
Man, I don't remember what they're called. I got to go look now.
It's an over the shoulder bag.
That might be what it's called.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, if I get one, it'll be with the regular logo, or I might get it with the Emperor logo. I don't know. Adult accessories. Oh no. That should be under accessories, shouldn't it?
I would think so.
It's called a crossbody bag.
Crossbody bag. Okay.
Crossbody bag. They are not on sale this week, so I will not be buying one this week. By the way, if any of you buy anything with the regular logo on them, make sure you're choosing one of the dark backgrounds.
They do not look good in the regular.
They do not look good on the light backgrounds.
Now, the one that says straight out of Jeddah, or you can thank Star Wars for that. those look pretty. I mean, those look pretty good on just about anything.
Yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
yeah, don't
So, yeah,
buy the regular logo on a light T-shirt. I looked at several of them, and it looks like crap. So yeah, don't buy that.
does look like crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so you can get the merge page, and you can get to our Patreon page. So if you would like to become a patron and support us financially, it's not a whole lot. It's only $2 a month. And for that $2, you get, let me go show you the physical stuff that you get. You get stickers, and you get stuff that JD will also be sending out some fun stuff.
I don't have any to show you because I've packaged them all up and I didn't have any extras, but you will be getting, like I said, your Patreons that are here now and any of you that sign up. When you sign up, I will be printing them out and I will be sending them to you if you decide to join our Patreon. But you will be getting a custom 3D printed from me. You will get a Republic credit. You will get a Jedi badge or coin kind of thing that you will get from me. And you also will be getting once everybody gets theirs, it won't be a mystery anymore, but it'll be a little mystery item that you will get from me that's 3D printed, plus the 2 stickers. So you'll be getting a nice little Patreon package from us.
And our 20th patron, whoever that might be, will get an autographed selfie from you and me and JD. I just threw that out. I just pulled that out.
Just threw that out there.
Trying to get that 20th.
We are doing for subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please become a subscriber. Please subscribe to our channel. Please like the videos, that kind of stuff. When we get to 500 subscribers, we are going to. On YouTube. When we get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, I am going to purchase 5 of our logoed T-shirts, probably the Emperor edition, and we will be doing some type of contest where you can win one of the 5 T-shirts when we get to 500 subscribers. So it'll probably be one of those things where we'll have a video, you'll have to comment on it, then we'll do a drawing. If only 5 people comment, then only 5 people get the T-shirt.
No, Drew, okay, we're talking 2 different things. The 20th thing is for our patrons. The subscriber is YouTube.
Yeah,
we've got a lot more than 20. We've got a lot more than 20 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you, thankfully.
but yeah. The 20 thing we're talking about is our patrons.
Yeah, no.
Or is that what you're talking about? Because I don't know. Anyway, so you get that stuff mailed to you, but then you also get exclusive content. Really our only exclusive content is our tabletop role-playing games, which mostly is Star Wars. I run a Star Wars tabletop role-playing game.
Drew meant he did mean Patreon. He said apparently he just sent me a message. He's our 19th.
I don't think you're number 19 because we don't have that many yet.
I think you're like 14, unless we've got some free subscribers that we didn't know about.
We don't have. I'll count them here in a minute because I'm gonna do something with all of you. Something anyway. So yeah, we've got our Star Wars tabletop role playing game going on right now called Shadow of the Sun. That's a lot of fun. We've skipped the last couple of weeks because of
obligations and work and things.
Obligations and stuff like that. And then we have early access content, which is at this point, it is just comic book series where we talk about different comic books. We've got Kryptonian Chronicles, where we talk about Superman stuff, Superman and Superman related stuff. We have the Batcave, where we talk about Batman stuff, Batman related stuff. We have a Devil's Den, where we talk about Daredevil stuff. And then the newest one we have is Mutant Chronicles. We've got a few. How many episodes of that do we have? I think we've got 3. Yeah, we've got 3 of those. We just dropped the newest one on YouTube. But that was on the Patreon for a while. So that type of stuff is early access for patrons. However, we do have a new series coming out. We haven't decided when we're going to start it, but this will be patron exclusive. This is not going to go on YouTube. This series is called Rebel Nerd Radio Presents The Popcorn Was Better Than the Movie. This is where we will talk about movies that we think sucked and watch them and talk about them. So the first movie that we're going to do,
Patreon is suggested to.
Yeah, that was Patreon. Yeah. The first movie we will be covering in this series is Madam Web. I am not in the mood to rewatch this movie because it is freaking horrible, but I'm taking one for the team just to force JD to watch that piece of shit.
Like I said, I don't know who to feel more sorry for, me and Steve or the people that are going to watch this. Because I'm sure the people that are going to watch are going to get a kick out of you when I watching it going, oh my God. I don't know. Crap.
That is right. Matt is actually the one that came up with that name because we kept taking suggestions and there were a lot of suggestions. And I just thought that one was the coolest one. So, and the most appropriate. Yeah, kind of. Probably not as entertaining as that, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be as entertaining as Mystery Science Theater 3000.
The only thing you people have to remember is it's going to be me and Steve watching horrible movies and trying to constructively.
Well, we're gonna watch it before we do.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be you and I trying to give our constructive criticism on something that's
constructive criticism
on something that's definitely horrible.
So yeah, Kim, it will be ish. I mean, we will definitely mock because at least in the case of the movie we're doing first, I am going to rip that thing apart because that movie was so bad. I can't believe I saw that in the theater. Jesus. Oh, don't do that, Matt. I mean, we're already covering one.
I would get you an A-list of Jared Leto movies.
Oh God, that's horrifying.
Well, I mean, the people in the chat did suggest it, so I mean, it's fair. We don't have to do like the Jared Leto movies at first, but I mean, we will need a list of bad movies that people think are monumentally bad that we'll have to watch. And it doesn't have to be this era either. It could be 80s. I mean, I dare say 70s on up.
But that would not be genuine, Drew.
And I'm going to say this right off the top. I'm going to say this. What? You should do a good cutback routine. Dumb thing the only place that the devil's advocate.
It would not be genuine. I mean, unless somehow, JD, you watch this movie and you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, I mean, you did give me crap for watching Battlefield Earth twice. Even though it was John Travolta.
With you?
Even though it was John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker. I mean, come on.
Actors couldn't save that piece of shit. That's like saying Michael Keaton was able to save The Flash.
You see this? You see what's going on right now, people? This is what's going to happen.
Okay. Which episode will be?
Whoa. That will get you kicked out. You will be banned.
Wait a minute. Is talk about Lord of the Rings?
Those are not bad movies. I don't know.
We've already done a Lord of the Rings trilogy series.
That's Lord of the Rings.
No, I said series, not Siri. Fucking phone. Okay. Anyway. And
if anybody has the audacity to say Flash Gordon, you might be kicked out for that one too. I'm just saying. Just gonna throw
Aren't we going to do a Flash Gordon episode?
We're supposed to do a Flash Gordon, but it's not going to be on the popcorn was better than the movie.
Not on the bad movie series, though. Anyway,
okay.
So that you'll get that included in your Patreon exclusive stuff. Now, also as a patron, you get to hear us speak your wonderful name. So, I'll be counting while I do this. I want to thank all of you, our wonderful patrons, for supporting our cause. Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel Gonzalez, Brennan, Brian Finn, Steve Spawn, Matthew, Taco Cat, Paul, Smirking Bear, and Adam. That's 13. For those of you that were not,
So Drew said that he just subscribed, so he becomes number 14. Okay, but he did send me something in Messenger that showed on his Patreon thing. It was showing he was the 19th member. So maybe there are free people that are not showing up, that are subscribed, but they're not listed.
I'm only in the number of subscribers. I'm only counting paid subscribers because for some reason, somehow we have free subscribers. I don't count those.
What you can do on Patreon, but basically all it does is tell you when Patreon content comes out. So that way they can say, say listed something that's exclusive to Patreon, so you might want to subscribe. It's kind of like a motivator.
The free patrons don't get anything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, Drew, you might actually...
Tina, what's up, Tina?
Hi,
Tina is in the house. And we also have Chris Reynolds. I don't think I've seen him in the chat before.
No.
Hey, talking Hawk the Slayer or Zardoz level. Say what now?
He's talking.
That is right, Matt. I do not count freeloaders.
He's talking about Flash Gordon.
Yeah, we'll be talking about Flash Gordon. I don't know when. I mean, it will be sometime this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got our Starships of the Galaxy series to get through.
Yeah.
And then in April, we're gonna be starting our Darth Maul thingamajigger. And wait a minute. No, okay, yeah. Mando and Grogu comes out in May, so we'll probably talk about that. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, thank you all, patrons.
April and May are going to be busy months for us.
Yeah, thank you, patrons, for subscribing, and thank you, Drew, for becoming a new patron. You will be added to the shout out list, and also will be added to the mailing list.
Mm-hmm. Which I'll bring him his stuff personally because he lives there in Wichita as well. Or he lives in the Wichita area as well. So I'll be just taking his stuff. So again, thank you all. Keep helping us. Basically, the patron or the Patreon is just to pay our StreamYard bill because we don't pocket any of that money. It's just it literally goes to keep us on a decent streaming platform. That's
on the stream. Yeah.
That's the only reason we have.
There are cheaper options, but they suck.
Yeah, they do suck. We actually tried it. We had tried one for a while, and it was so screwed up. It was not even. Bad. It was screwed up for Rebel Nerd Radio standards, and we don't have high standards. We have standards that are right above.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
So as I mentioned earlier, we're not going to have a Drawn to the Force because there are no Star Wars comic books coming out this week, which I found very odd. Very strange. But that means we skip Drawn to the Force and go directly to showing you our thingies. Show and tell time. All righty. You can go first while I get this box open.
All right. Well, the first two things I'm going to show tonight is I've showed these before. I found some of them in Target, and I found a couple others on Disney, the Disney store. I did not order one of them, and now I'm looking for it. I missed it. I think it went sold out or something to that effect. But I picked up. They launched 2 more of them, and I picked them up. So I'm hoping I can find the other one so I can have this a complete series, because I really do kind of like these things. And like I said, if you've watched the show and you've watched our segments on Show Me Your Thingies before, you've seen these before. But these are these fan drop kind of cartoon-ish scenes with a poster at the top right there. And then a little mystery, or it's not a mystery item. You basically get an item in it, and then it could be one of 3 of the same thing, which is basically it's the destroyed version of Vader's helmet, but you either get just a regular painted version, you get a clear version, and then you get a painted acrylic version. Leto streaming service, good lord. So I got this one, and I'll open this one up first so I can kind of show it to you a little bit closer. If I can get it out here. But these are made by Fandrop. Yeah, and you can get these on the Disney store. But this one's pretty cool. This is actually the Darth Vader versus the Emperor Palpatine at the end of Return of the Jedi scene. So you can kind of see it's the electrified Darth Vader holding up Palpatine with his.
I think I saw that at Walmart.
Did you? That's a very good possibility. They might be at Walmart. And then there's the poster right there. So yeah, that's the scene at the end of Return of the Jedi. And the cool part is that you get the poster. The actual poster is right here on the back. So that's kind of neat. But the mystery item, obviously, like I said, is burnt Darth Vader's helmet. But I'm going to open that real quick and see which one I got, because there's a chance of getting one or the others. And so so I got the regular one. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, but I got the regular one.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's on that one. So I got to put that on here, part of the without breaking it, because I'm a freaking gorilla. And then the other one that I got, I'll go ahead and open it and show it to everybody. This is they're calling it the Mandalorian and Grogu. Huh?
Drew has to step out for.
Oh, right on.
May or may not be back.
See you in a little bit, Drew. The one I ended up getting, or the other one I got, was this is the Mandalorian and Grogu versus the Dark Troopers. So that's from season 2, where the Dark Troopers kidnap Grogu from the planet. And then there's the thing, and then on the back again is the poster.
I saw the Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker one at Walmart today.
Yep, which I have that one. The only one I'm missing is there was a Mandalorian with the Mudhorn, and I freaking I didn't pick it up at the time, and I don't know why, but I didn't. Let's see, what's this one? And I kind of wish I had. So this is going to be the Mythosaur skull, but you can either get it in the metal shiny, or the shiny metal, the regular like matte black, or the translucent. So let's see what I got. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm pretty sure I got the shiny metal one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I want that.
Pretty cool.
You're going to be sending that
to me. Notice how I laugh at Steve. But yeah, so then once you get it, you mount it in there. So I mounted mine on the inside. He said mount. I knew you were going to say that. But anyway, yeah, there it is right there. So yeah, that's the 2 things that I got. And then I got one more. I got one more kind of related thing, but I'll explain that in a minute. So you can go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I'm ready for mine. Okay, I have a new addition to my Black Series collection.
Ooh.
And it is relevant to recent Star Wars events. We just got a trailer for a certain show.
Oh, yeah.
I got my Black Series Darth Maul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yes. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This was my 10th Black Series figure.
I'm not even going to tell you how many I have.
A lot more than 10.
A lot more than 10.
Yeah.
Try about 10 times that amount.
So if we're counting Darth Maul collection, I have
got the plushies.
Only working my way into that.
Where's Mari?
I was going to say Mari would be
Mari?
Mari would be
very jealous.
That I am expanding my Darth Maul collection. Speaking of which, I talked to Mari a couple days ago about a probably going to be like an early access thing that we might do. Okay. No, Kim, we do not take them out of the box. No. Mari and I had talked about doing an episode about the Darth Maul comic book series. I think it's called Black, White, and Red.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was it? Wasn't that Boba Fett? That was Boba Fett, wasn't it?
Well, no, there was a Boba Fett of that title. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But no, there was a Darth Maul Black, White, and Red. Okay. And Mari and I are going to reread it and then talk about that. And then depending on when it comes out, because there's a new Darth Maul comic book series coming out soon. It's a prequel to Shadow Lord. I don't know if the series will be done before Shadow Lord. But if it is, we might do a series on that as well. But yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway, so that was my show and tell item. I think you've got another one.
My other one actually is relevant to, it's actually going to be relevant to next week's, but I'm going to be kind of doing this for a sort of preview, if you will. Before I bought my own and I figured out that I could print out my own, I actually purchased a DIY TIE Defender model that I could put together. And so whilst we're having our discussion tonight on the Imperial Fleet, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this together because it's kind of been sitting in my collection for a little bit, and I really would like to put it together.
Fighter. We're not talking about TIE fighters tonight.
I know, but it's a preview. It's a preview, man.
A preview.
Don't worry.
TIE Defenders are pretty cool, and we'll talk about those next time.
I got other stuff too.
There are a crap ton of different TIE fighters, man.
I know. There's a whole.
And they're all awesome.
My sister actually has a suggestion. This is what she says. So you can take it at whatever you want. She says terrible movie suggestions: Elektra, The Watchmen, Daredevil, and Black Adam.
Hold on. Okay, Elektra. Yeah, that was horrible.
That was
Watchmen.
Watchmen. I actually like The Watchmen.
A lot of people really like that movie. I didn't. Okay, as a movie, like cinematically, I didn't think it was a bad movie. I just didn't like it because I don't really care for that story in the first place. What was the next one after Watchmen?
Daredevil. I'm assuming the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
I didn't hate it. It wasn't good.
And then the other one she said was Electro, The Watchmen, Daredevil, and Black Adam.
Blackout?
Black Adam.
Oh, Blackout. Ooh. Man, that would mean I'd have to watch it again.
Me too. I would actually have to watch it again.
Ugh. Man. It's bad enough I gotta rewatch Madam Web.
you do realize, Steve, when people come up with these ideas and we go yuck, the whole idea is that these are suggestions of things that people want us to watch and review and actually give our unvarnished opinion.
I agree, Matt. That movie was awful.
Which one?
Shazam Part 2.
You know what? I've not seen either of them.
The first one was not bad. So the second one was just wild. Which actually,
I actually heard the first one. Actually, heard the first one was not bad. The second one,
not bad. Crap, there was another. Oh, Wonder Woman 2 was not great.
I watched it, and oh my god!
Now, this is what Tina says. Tina says, I would watch Black Adam 10 times before I would watch Madam Web once. Tina, have you seen Madam Web once? Have you seen it at least once? I'll just wait for the answer. I will say to your comment, I agree. I would watch Black Adam again before I had, that's, if I had to choose, I would watch Black Adam before watching Madam Web. But that's a low bar because Madam Web is pretty freaking awful.
Because, oh my God. Okay,
I can't wait to hear JD talk about that movie.
Madam Web?
Yeah. Okay, Tina says she has not seen it because Dakota. Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Plays Madam Web.
There's a Dakota in there who plays Madam Web, doesn't have any expressions on her face.
Dakota Johnson.
She have acting ability.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Is that right? No.
I think you might be right. Somebody want to fact check me on that one? Madam Web 2024. Yeah, Dakota Johnson. You know who else was in that movie? And I didn't even realize it was Sydney Sweeney, who I keep hearing about. Like,
there's a lot of
random places. Like, who the hell is Sydney Sweeney?
There's a lot of political controversy going on with her right now. So yeah, well, it depends on what front you're on. Some of it's controversy.
Matt says Dakota is Don Johnson's daughter. Okay,
is she really?
Apparently. Did you? So, speaking of Don Johnson, have you ever seen? Actually, I want to check Wikipedia on this because I think the movie I'm going to ask you about was his first movie. Okay, it was not his first movie. Have you ever seen a movie that Don Johnson was in called A Boy and His Dog?
No. At least not that I remember. Is this when he was young?
Yeah, it's 1975.
That would explain why. Okay.
Yeah, it's old.
Look, a movie somebody suggested that we talk about that actually came out before I was born.
What's that?
1975. That's before I was born.
Seriously? I didn't think I was that much older than you.
I was born in 76, buddy.
I was born in 72. Anyway, so this movie, A Boy and His Dog, is the guy who originally wrote or did a bulk of the writing for the Fallout, like the first Fallout game. The guy who wrote it, essentially. That was one of his what's the word I'm looking for? Where he got his inspiration.
Oh.
And when I read that, because I'm a big I'm a big Fallout fan. But I read that somewhere. And I'm like, really? I've never seen this movie. And I went and saw it, or went and saw it. I watched it on streaming. And I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see the inspiration. The guy who wrote Fallout is a far better writer than whoever wrote this movie. It's bad. It might have to be a future popcorn movie. But
God.
It was a bad movie. Anyway, are we done with show and tell, or do you have something else?
No, go ahead. No, I'm good. I'm putting this together, but I'll show it to you guys as we go through. So I'm good.
Oh, right. Okay, so we're done with show and tell time, which means it is time for us to talk about the Imperial Fleet. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tina is just used to seeing Dakota in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I knew that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I mean,
no.
I have heard about it, and it's not really one of those movies that 50 Shades of Grey made you cry. I thought it was just a smut film.
Well,
anyway,
I honestly have not seen it, so I can't judge too much. But that's all I've heard about it. Is it's more about it's like basically like soft core porn.
See, I had not planned seeing that movie anyway, but now that I know Dakota Johnson is in it, and you just said it's softcore, I have even less than zero desire to see that movie now.
Somebody will probably tell you differently. It'll probably be a different opinion, but
I don't find Dakota Johnson that attractive, so I would not be interested in seeing that.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah, let's just Dakota. Oh man, now you've got that image in my head. Ugh, there's 4 of them. The fuck? 4 what? 4 50 Shades of Grey. Okay,
I say the same thing when somebody says something about Twilight. I'm like, there's how many of those movies? Anyway. Steve's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
I think if I want to.
Oh my gosh, there's. Actually, I only see 3. Still, why there would be more than 1?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm 100% certain that I think the movies have an NC-17 rating. If I'm not mistaken.
Well,
excuse me.
Okay, whatever. I can't fathom the idea of watching Dakota Johnson in a porn movie. It's just yeah. I mean, I also wonder why there are so many Avatar movies, and I also don't understand why people like those movies so much. But
I like the first one. I'm a Sigourney Weaver fan, so I like the first one.
I mean, if I want to watch Fern Gully, I'll watch Fern Gully.
Yeah. Here freaking gosh dang it. Avatar is the Fern Gully what Harry Potter is to the worst witch. And if you understand that reference, then you can be my friend.
Imperial Fleet. So
Imperial Fleet.
Okay, so we're gonna save the Star Destroyers for last because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right, so first one I want to talk about, I'm trying to get the image pulled up here, is the Lambda class shuttle.
Ah, yes. Made popular.
have
Return of
heard
the
this referred to as Shuttle Tidarium. That is just one of the Lambda class shuttles. They were also referred to as Imperial shuttles, just generically. So this ship was manufactured by a company called Imperial Fleet Systems, and it is, its primary role is transport. It is armed, so it's not just a transport ship. It is it has some combat ability. There are 5 laser cannons on this thing. There is a detachable. It's not really an escape pod. Basically, it's the cockpit section that is detachable. It does have hyperdrive, which, if it's a transport ship, it would be kind of stupid for it not to have hyperdrive. But yeah, this was used. It was used by the Empire, and then after the fall of the Empire, it was used by the New Republic. Now, the first appearance of this ship, at least canon, of course, would be Return of the Jedi, where they steal it and take it to Endor.
Well, actually,
wait a minute. No.
Vader shows up at the very beginning of the movie on one of them.
Well, I think there might have actually been one in Revenge of the Sith too.
Well, but in the Star Wars universe, as far as the timeline of movies is concerned, yeah.
Sure.
No, I don't think there was one in Revenge of the Sith. I think there was a version of it in Revenge of the Sith, but I don't think there was actually.
Yeah, I don't think that was the Lambda class. I think it was just another.
It was a precursor. I think it was a precursor to the Lambda class.
Yeah.
But
now,
Vader shows up. Vader shows up to the Death Star 2 at the very beginning of Return of the Jedi in 1, and then the Imperial Fleet has shown that they've stolen one.
Right. Now, another appearance of this,
or the Rebel Alliance. Excuse me, the Rebel Alliance.
Right. Another appearance of it was it made an appearance in the special edition version of Empire Strikes Back. Although it's been a while since I've seen Empire Strikes Back, so I don't remember where it was at.
Well, officially the special edition versions are the official versions now.
Right.
I'm trying to think of where it was.
Hold that thought.
Hi.
Granddaughter had to say goodnight.
Guest people.
What's that?
I said guest people. We like guest people.
Yes, guest people. Well, we've got a guest right here.
We have guest animals. We have guest pets, and then we have guest people. You have a guest pet. You have a guest pet, and then we have guest people.
Princess Leia.
I am not besmirching the appearance of Princess Leia. Trust me.
She's looking at me like, Dad,
who the heck? Who the hell?
She really wants to just sit with me. She is needing some dad time. Anyway, Lambda class shuttle.
Anyway.
I used to own one of these. The toy, obviously. I own a fucking shuttle. But no, I used to own the toy of one of these, and I wish I still had it because I actually really like this ship.
I back in the day when they were making like the original actually, I think I have one in there. I have a not the original one that I had, but I recently purchased it. I think during the Power of the Force is the first, or anyway. There was a die-cast version of it that was metal. The wings and everything was metal.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that one.
Yeah, I think I used to have one, and I had a Millennium Falcon and a X-Wing, and I lost all of them. in the process of going from state to state and moving to different places. And I have one now in there, but it's in a package. It's not outside the package. So yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool ship. I like it.
On some level, on some level, I kind of wish that either Hasbro would do an exclusive version of it for like the vintage collection, or they would do a HasLab where you get like the big one. But that would be kind of cool. And if you got like Vader and the Emperor and a couple guards with it, that would be freaking cool. That would be freaking cool.
What I wanted to do at the time that I owned it is I wanted to buy a crap ton of stormtroopers and a bunch of royal guards and just like have them displayed.
Have a scene. Yeah. But actually I have sitting up here, you can kind of see them up here, over here in this section over here. I have my Micro Galaxy fleet from Jazzwares. And on the very top shelf, along with my Millennium Falcon and like the TIE Bomber and the Vader ship, there is a Imperial shuttle up there in the back. I have one up there from Jazzwares. So yeah.
I had to check and see, is there a Black Series Royal Guard? And there is.
Yes, there is.
Too rich for my blood. I can't afford that.
I think
they have a Black Series Carnor Jax. It says Carnor Jax, but if you look at the figure, it really looks like Hurricanos. I don't know why. I think somebody screwed up. Anyway,
is that yeah. Actually, I heard about that when it came out. I actually have that character, and a lot of people said they when they made the figure, they made the wrong one.
I think they did, because that looks like Hurricano, because that does not look like Carnor Jax. Carnor Jax has a completely different color scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there was a big controversy. I think there's a big controversy behind that. Anyway.
Let's move on to the next one. This one is called the Lancer class frigate. This is a funky looking ship, and I don't remember ever seeing this in the movie. So I'm going to jump down to appearances and
it's got a lot of guns.
I don't see it in any movies.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like anything I've ever seen in the movie. Not on the. I mean, it looks like something I might have seen on the Rebel side, but not on the Imperial side.
Yeah, let's see.
That asked if the shuttle has ludicrous.
It did not go into production until after the Clone Wars. It was manufactured by Quat Drive Yards, which we've heard about before. It is an anti-starfighter screening vessel. Now, what that means...
That makes sense. Like I said, look at all the cannons on that thing. There's a lot of guns on that thing.
It's a... It's basically it was it's basically a frigate that is designed to be dominant over starfighters. It's a weird looking ship. And I've never seen it before. I only saw it while I was doing research for this, and I'm like, what the hell is this thing? The Wikipedia article, thank you, says that they were not put to good use until 9 ABY. With the emergence of Grand Admiral Thrawn. He used these Oh, that's not even canon stuff. This is all legends.
That's okay.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this is primarily a legends thing, which is fine. But yeah, he used it in raiding missions. It was also used by the New Republic for use in the Yojin Vong War against coral skippers. Now, if any of you have read any of the Yojin Vong War stuff, yeah, those coral skippers were, man, they were fucked up. We should probably do. Oh, we're gonna have to add another episode to this. We're gonna have to add an episode of the Yojin Vong starships,
or just do a blanket one of odd starships of the Star Wars universe.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of Yojin Vong. Anyway, so yeah, this is mostly a legends thing, which we talk about both. Mm-hmm. We like legends.
100%.
But yeah, I don't remember ever seeing one of these. But it's a funky looking ship. Okay, I'm gonna bring us to our next ship, which is okay. So this one kind of looks a little bit like a Star Destroyer, but it is not a Star Destroyer. It is called the Interdictor class heavy cruiser. This one was manufactured by Imperial Fleet Systems. Primary role of this particular one is as an interdictor vessel. Sometimes was used as a command ship, but mostly it was used to blockade worlds and investigate suspicious hyperspace routes. Also used to prevent the escape of enemy ships, where you come into the interdictory role. It kind of has a Star Destroyer-esque looking quality to it, but it's just it's a heavy cruiser. And let's check on appearances. I am willing to bet
it was mostly Rebels.
So this is canon. It was used in Star Wars Rebels.
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
Star Wars Rebels. Its first appearance was in the episode called Stealth Strike. Which is the 9th episode of the 2nd season. What was that?
I was sniffling.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard somebody.
No, it was me sniffling.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I've rewatched Rebels several times, but I don't remember. You remember this ship? I don't remember this ship.
I do remember it. I just don't remember like anything. It was just kind of I think kind of a background piece. I think
I probably just thought it was a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, the bulbs is the only thing that gave it away for me. Was that it was something a little bit different.
Yeah.
There's something about it was something about it was different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different looking ship.
It almost looks like if you look at the Geonosian facility, or not the Geonosian facility, if you look at the Camino facility and the top of their cloning
yeah.
It kind of looks like they incorporated them into the ship, kind of thing.
So the next one I'm gonna pull up, it is a starfighter, but it is not a TIE fighter. And I am pretty sure that this is also a Legends vehicle. It is called the A9 Vigilance. Honestly, it looks like something from Star Trek.
That is my first thought. It looks like a Star Trek ship just backwards.
It does.
That is exactly what that thing looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure that's Legends. I don't think that's.
Oh, it is. It
anything
is. I'm looking at the
Okay.
thing on it, and it's all talking about Legend stuff. It was manufactured by Quat Drive Yards. That's a name we hear a lot. It's only one pilot is the crew. It is a territorial defensive interceptor. It had its first appearance in Dark Empire. So we're talking like post Fall of the Empire Legend stuff. But yeah, this was it was an attempt to create a different starfighter for the Republic, because of course the TIE series was dominated by, or the starfighter market for the Imperials was dominated by Imperial Fleet systems with the TIE series. So Quat Drive Yards was just trying to capitalize on the starfighter market by putting this very strange looking starfighter together.
That's I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that one before. That is the goofiest looking thing. Even for the Star Wars universe, that thing is goofy looking.
I can totally understand why the Empire did not buy these.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like some kind of like concept or pre-model to the E-wing.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it looks like. It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right.
Or are you talking Star Trek? If you're talking Star Trek, it looks like a original series version of, like, say, a Bird of Prey from Star Trek, the original series.
All right. So now it is time to jump into our Star Destroyers. There's quite a few of them.
Woo-hoo!
We're going to start things off with the Big Daddy.
Uh-oh.
The Executor class.
Which class? They only made one of them, didn't they?
No, there were more.
Were there? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there might have been, but I wasn't sure. I thought they only made one of them.
So it was, so it got its name from the first one that was that was manufactured. It was called the Executor. And so another name for these, by the way, if you didn't already know, are the Super Star Destroyer.
Right.
These are. I was about to say these are my favorite Star Destroyer, but I don't think they're my favorite Star Destroyer. But it is, I'd say they're a very close second. It was manufactured, and I'm pretty sure that all of the Star Destroyers were manufactured by Quat Drive Yards. Like I said, also referred to as Super Star Destroyers, also referred to as a Star Dreadnought. These were command ships. Like I said,
more specifically,
the
Executor was, I said more specifically, the Executor was Vader's command ship.
That was his flagship.
Yes.
And so this ship, man, I'm looking at the armament of this thing. It is armed to the freaking teeth. It's got 5,000 turbo lasers, 1,000 turret-mounted twin light turbo laser batteries, 125 assault missile launchers, 100 twin ion cannons, and 250 quad laser cannons.
Well, I mean, it just has a few.
It is huge. This thing. So I'm trying to find. I had this written down, and now I can't. Well, I may not have written it down. Okay, it is 19,000 meters in length. So for those of us that are American and never learned the metric system, that is
times 3.
62,335 feet, more or less.
Divided by 100, or divided by, 300. Which would be that's how many football. That's how many football fields.
It's 11 miles. It's basically 12 miles long. It's 12 miles long. It's a big one. It contained 12 squadrons of TIE starfighters. But yeah, we clearly, I mean, the first time we see this in canon is Return of the Jedi. And
no, it's an Empire Strikes Back. It was at the Battle of Hoth.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep. He was on that. It show. Okay, yeah.
Yep, it was at the Battle of Hoth.
We got a really good look at it. I think we got a better look at it in Return of the Jedi than. But
yeah. The Empire in Empire Strikes Back, you get a you do get a decent look at it because you can compare it to the size of like regular Star Destroyers, but. Yeah, the better look at it and the better kind of, and kind of a scale to give you rough scales, you get a better idea of how big it is, and then you see how big, like, say, the Death Star 2 is. Because they literally crashed this thing into the Death Star 2, so you see how big.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so you see how big the Death Star 2 is compared to this thing, too. It's still huge, but, yeah, you get a better look at it in Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi.
Big ass ship. It's awesome. It's cool. It looks awesome. Mm-hmm. The next one we're going to pull up is this one's kind of weird too. It is called the Secutor class Star Destroyer.
That is just weird looking.
It is. It is a battle carrier. Is the official Star Destroyer type. It is also known as the Secutor class battle carrier. It is a Star Destroyer. It is an early model Star Destroyer. It is 2,200 meters long. Mostly used, like the Super Star Destroyer, mostly used as a command ship. It was also used as an escort ship to the larger Star Destroyers. From what I can tell, this is not a canon starship. Because the only appearance that I'm seeing of this ship, well, that's not even an appearance. That's from a book. It appeared in the novel Tarkin. Oh, okay. That's the only. Wait a minute. Tarkin's not canon, is it? Or is it? Is Tarkin canon?
The book.
It is a canon novel. Okay. So that's the only canon appearance of this ship.
It looks, it's got the command towers look a lot like the old, or the dang it. They look like the first from Attack of the Clones. They look like the original ships, the clone ships from Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. The command towers look a lot like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and then the front, if you look at it, the front of it kind of gives that reminiscent of that, except they completed. They had the front end of it that was complete on the. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what it reminds me of? It
Republic ship.
reminds me, and I want to look at this again. It kind of reminds me of the dreadnought in Last Jedi.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
It looks like a pizza wedge.
Okay. Are there still people in the chat room? Nobody has said anything in a while.
Yeah, there's still people in there.
So as far as Legends goes, it appeared in Dark Empire. Alrighty. That one's a
Next.
Next we have the Eclipse class. And if I could, where's the freaking, okay. The Eclipse class, also kind of funky looking because it's got that weird thing in the front.
I know, but that thing is so cool.
It is so weird. It is 19,000 meters long. So the same as the Super Star Destroyer. This was actually, it is considered the twin sister of the Executor. And fun fact about this particular ship, it was the flagship for the Emperor. So
I think it's a cool looking ship.
It is cool. That thing in the front's kind of funky looking though.
I think it kind of adds to it a little bit. I think it.
Well, it does. You got to make it different. He doesn't want it to look like. The Emperor doesn't want it to look like the same thing Vader has.
Well, exactly.
But yeah, this was the twin sister of the Executor.
Venator. That's gosh dang it. I kept wanting to say. Sorry, I'm going back to something for a second. I kept wanting to say the Executor class, but that wasn't right. I knew that wasn't right. It was the Venator class. That one ship I said looked like a pizza wedge. The command towers look like the Venator class, and the front looks a little bit like the Venator class. That's the one I was thinking of. That was eating me up. It was killing me that I couldn't remember the name of the class of ship, but it's the Venator class.
I actually did not include the Venator class.
Well, because technically those were the Old Republic.
Those were Old Republic Star Destroyers.
Right.
And were they used by the Empire at all? I
think right after the Clone Wars ended, they used them for a while until they got the new ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. They stopped using them after, well, as soon as the Super Star Destroyer came into. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they had to use them for a little bit.
I did not include the Venator class. But yeah, the Eclipse was actually that was a Legends only ship. It appeared in the books. It appeared in the Aftermath series by Chuck Wendig.
Yep. I think is that Joy Cray Reynolds?
What's that now?
Matt says he's still here. He's just not his favorite subject. And then Cray Reynolds, who's that, is still here.
That's Kim.
Kim. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still here.
She's been in the chat before.
Okay. Yeah, they're still here. They said it's not. Matt says it's not his favorite subject. That's okay.
It's all right. Doesn't have to be.
We got to do our due diligence, and we've got to talk about like all.
We got to talk about this stuff. Next one that we're going to talk about is the Victory class, which looks like the standard Star Destroyer, but it is not. We are going to get to that one. It looks very close to the another one that we'll mention, but the Victory class was also used by both the Republic Navy and the Imperial Navy. It was an escort, primarily escort ship. Also manufactured by Kuwait Drives.
You don't say.
Yeah, I think all of them were. I
think most
any
of
them were not created by.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say at this point they were not. None of them were.
So as far as canon appearances go, it appeared again. I'm going to use quotes here. Appeared in the book Tarkin, but it did actually appear in the 2015 Darth Vader comic book series. But as far as like canon, those are your appearances of the Victory class. But in Legends, it also appeared. You know, this website's really starting to piss me off. There's a lot of Legends appearances here. Appearances. It looks like it's all books. So not really appearances per se.
Right.
But this one, like I said, it was an escort ship. It was armed. Where's the armaments? No, it's not going to tell me what the armaments were. I mean, it had to have arms because it took part in a battle. So I don't know. Moving along, because there's not a whole lot of information on this particular class, but I did want to mention it because it is one of the classes. But this one, which is my favorite, and that might seem kind of a lame to be a favorite, but it is, and it is the crap. Where's the picture? The Imperial class.
The oldie but the goodie.
Oldie but a goodie. But you see, the reason why I like this one so much is because my favorite specific Star Destroyer is one of these, and that would be the Chimera.
Yeah.
The Chimera.
Now, see, I thought for a minute, I thought for a second that you were going to say that the one from Rogue One is your favorite.
Yeah, it's fine. But no, the Chimera. The Chimera is an Imperial class, which the Imperial class Star Destroyer is it's a battle cruiser. It's like if you were in the Navy or knew anything about Navy ships, this would be a destroyer. Heavy usage by the Imperial Navy. There were actually 3 different, I guess you could call them subclasses because there's a class 1, a class 2, and a class. Well, wait a minute. A class 1, a class 2, and an interdictor class. And they just call it class 3. Anyway, it is at the height of their power, the Empire operated 25,000 of these things. So it was basically like the backbone of the Imperial Navy. But it was used, obviously, it was used by the Imperial Navy. New Republic started using it. First Order started using them. I mean, these are the, when you think Star Destroyer, honestly, these are are what you think of. In you know, your what's the word I'm looking for? Your casual Star Wars fans, when you think of a Star Destroyer, this is what you think
quote
of.
unquote, your quote unquote normies.
Normies, yeah.
Yeah, normies. Yeah.
So this was they had a lot of them. These were the ships that, like, if you saw one of these above your planet, you'd be like, oh shit.
Oh shit, there goes the planet.
Oh shit, there goes the planet. No, these are badass. These are awesome. I do
also,
want to.
Also, if you are a fan of Rogue One, you would know that they can actually travel interstellar, or not interstellar. What do they call that? Not interstellar. Because they obviously they had light speed, but they can also travel into atmospheric. They could travel into the atmosphere, and they can actually hover above cities. If you watch Rogue One.
And if you haven't watched Rogue One, stop what you're doing right now. Stop watching this. Go watch Rogue One.
If you haven't seen Rogue One, you have homework.
You definitely have homework.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to find. I thought I had one in the freaking stream here, and now I can't find it. I thought I had a freaking picture of the Chimera. Son of a bitch.
It's not much different. I mean, other than it just has the
it's got
the two.
It's got the thing on the bottom.
Snakes. It's got the snakes on the bottom of it. Yeah, they're snakes or dragons or whatever you want to call them. They got the things on the bottom of them. Yeah, I mean that's really the only difference.
Right.
Now, if you watch the Ahsoka show, it gets because its light speed drive was disabled, I think, or something like that during the Rebels when Ezra used the pergola to get him out of there. They did that, and
because in the battle, in the Battle of Lothal, it had to be pushed into hyperspace by the pergola.
Yeah, so in Ahsoka, they had to take a light speed ring to it and attach it to the ship and transport out of it. That's about the only thing that made it different, which was kind of cool because it was kind of a callback to like the
we're getting
Jedi
ahead
Starfighters.
We're getting ahead of things. For those of you that don't know, and it's all right if you don't know this. It's all right. It's not okay they haven't seen Rogue One, but it's okay if you don't know this. The Chimera was the flagship of the 7th Fleet. Now, who was in charge of the the 7th Fleet? Grand Admiral Thrawn. This was his baby. This was his flagship. And, he was he had command of this. And like we said, during the Battle of Lothal, it got zapped into hyperspace by the Purgle. And that's where JD was saying we find it in the Ahsoka show, where it was lost in an unknown galaxy on the planet Peridia. And what else were you saying? Smirking Bear, what's up, man?
Hey, there he is. The Lightspeed ring. With the attachment of the Lightspeed ring, that was actually kind of cool because it was kind of a callback
Yeah.
to the Jedi Starfighters from Revenge of the Sith, which that's one of my favorite ships. Like my top three
Yeah.
favorite ships is one of the Jedi Starfighters. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was a neat little callback to that because it looked a lot like those Lightspeed rings that they had to use for the Jedi Starfighters. So that was pretty interesting. I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
And that's literally how they got him back to the regular universe that we know of as far as the Star Wars canon is concerned, and got him to Dathomir to do whatever he's going to do in season 2, which I think is going to be pretty epic.
It's going to be pretty awesome. I found a picture of it and it's in the wrong freaking file format. God damn it.
Dang it.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Stand by, people.
I have ways of changing the file format. Jeez. No, this ship's badass. This is
Smirking Bear says it was a little rough around the edges. Yeah, the gold foiling that they did with it though, that was kind of cool though. Or was that rust? I don't know.
Oh, that was rust.
That was rust. Okay.
So there's a picture of the Chimera, flagship of the 7th Fleet. Awesome ship.
Awesome
ship. But yeah, that was a Imperial class Star Destroyer. So that was the end of the Star Destroyers. However, we have one more. We have one more thing to talk about in the Imperial Fleet.
I'll bet you guys can't guess what it is.
Well, technically not a spaceship or a starship.
I bet you still can't guess what it is.
It could move. So technically it is part of the fleet.
It could technically go into warp speed too.
It can.
Or not warp speed. God bless it.
Hyperspace.
Light speed. Yeah. It could go into light speed. It could go into hyperspace.
And there you have it, folks. That is the first one. And there's the second one. I personally like the second one better.
I do. I like the rough edges on it. I think it's kind of cool.
It just looks cooler.
Yeah. And people, I don't know. Go ahead. If you don't mention this, I'm going to mention it at the end when we get done talking about it.
Well, I was just going to say I wasn't even getting into the facts and figures of this thing, but that version of the Star Destroyer, Jesus Christ, that version of the Death Star is the one that I have tattooed on my arm.
Nice.
But what were you going to say about the Death Star?
Well, number one, don't anybody come at me because I said warp speed. Like I said, I've been sick, so.
We're not going to forget that.
Yeah, I crossed the streams. Yeah, Smirking Bear's right. I crossed the streams. I'm sorry. I said warp speed. I meant light speed or hyperspace. Excuse me. I'm sorry. No. What a lot of people don't know is that the Death Star 2, the one around the planet Endor in Return of the Jedi, was actually bigger than the original.
It was.
Yeah, It was actually a lot bigger than the original.
Yep. The DS-1, which was the designation for the first Death Star.
Yeah.
Also known as the DS-1 Orbital Battle Station. I'm trying to find the what do you call it? The specifications. Okay. The width. Okay, we're just talking about the first one right now. The width of DS-1 was 160 kilometers. So let's put that in miles. That is 99 miles, basically almost 100 miles wide.
Uh-huh.
And I mean it's a circle, so it'd be both ways. It is a battle station. It was built by designed and manufactured by several manufacturers. It was designed by the Geonosian, where'd it go? The Geonosian Industries, Imperial Military Department of Advanced Weapons Research, Kuat Drive Yards, and Sinar Fleet Systems.
And technically,
huh?
technically, it was also partially built by Cassian Andor.
Built by Cassian Andor?
Technically. I mean, he did assemble some of the pieces.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah,
that's probably where the Imperial Military Department Advanced Weapons Research comes into play.
Probably.
Or it could have been, you know what? I'll bet, we could speculate on this all day. I'll bet that prison facility was run by Sinar Fleet Systems.
Same picture, I guess.
Just because of the design of the stuff that they were building, that it's very familiar to TIE fighter parts, which was Sinar Fleet Systems.
Well, and see, when I first saw what they were building, I assumed that was the panel on a TIE fighter.
That's what I thought. So that's why I'm saying I bet that prison facility was run by Sinar.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the panels on the. I thought it was one of the connecting units on the TIE fighter. One of the panel. I guess the side panels, the solar panels or whatever. I thought that's what it was, or whatever that But anyway, I thought that's what it was until the end of the show, and then they showed the robots assembling the dish and then putting those pieces in place. And I was like, no way, that's freaking cool.
So So like I said, 160 kilometers wide. The cost of this, when all was said and done, was over 1 trillion galactic credits.
Ouch.
Oh. And of course, and like I said, it did have hyperdrive. It had shield generators.
I made the mistake. I'm going with warp speed. I don't give a shit. Smirking Bear's giving me crap. He said he's giving me crap. He says insert James T. Kirk inside the Star Wars universe flying up the Falcon with Spock as a hairy Wookiee with pointed ears. I will tell you, and off subject for just a second, I will tell you one of my favorite pieces of art that I saw was pretty cool was when Leonard Nimoy passed away, and they made a poster of Yoda and Spock playing chess together. And it said something about Yoda said, "Missed you, I did, my old friend." And then Spock said, "Indeed, it is great. It is agreeable to see you again." And I want somebody to make an epic art print of that, because that was freaking awesome. I loved that.
Yeah.
Of course, me personally, I would love to see like a Jedi or somebody in the Star Trek universe. I would love to see that happen, but that's just me.
So first appearance, of course, was in A New Hope. Chronologically, I guess the first appearance was Attack of the Clones.
You see a schematic of it.
Schematically, yeah. And then you see it again in Revenge of the Sith at the end.
As they're putting it together. Yep.
And then we really see it in Rogue One because, oh gosh, blew the shit out of Jeddah. Yeah.
Timeline wise, as far as the movies, when you saw it in the original series, that thing was, that was pretty crazy.
It was pretty. It's
iconic. Obi-Wan looking at it and saying, "That's no moon." That's
right.
That's
you can't. Yeah. This is old school Star Wars stuff here, folks.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the second one, the DS-2 mobile battle station. That thing's so badass looking.
It is. I like the fact that it wasn't complete. I think it looks cool as crap.
This one the first one was 160 kilometers wide. This one was 200 kilometers wide.
Yep.
So we're looking at basically about 125 miles wide. and yeah, I mean, basically it was bigger and it was more powerful, and although it didn't blow up any, it didn't get around to blowing up any planets.
Boy, it sure did a number on some Mon Calamari cruisers, though.
Yeah, it certainly did. See, you know, Smirking Bear, I've always wondered about that. I think that it was already under construction.
I like to think that way too. Why build one when you can build two?
Right. I mean, his whole thing was fear. One Death Star that's a lot of instill a lot of fear, but two, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first rule of military is why have one when you can have two for the same price.
Exactly.
So if you're going to build one, why not build a second one? And by the time Return of the Jedi comes around, you're talking about what? It's the time of separation between when they blew up, when the first one was completed and they blew it up, to the time when you get to Return of the Jedi. You're looking at that time, and the skeletal structure. The reason why we can distinguish it so well is because it wasn't technically complete. They were still building this superstructure.
Whether or not, hey, Drew, he's back.
Hey, Drew's back.
How's it go? So whether or not you consider what Wikipedia writes canon, according to the Wikipedia article, the Emperor immediately began construction on this battle station when he dissolved the Imperial Senate. So right about the time he dissolved, like during A New Hope, they started construction.
That is kind of fast, though, if you think about it, because
that is really fast.
Because by the time the timeline between the time between the end of, because if you think about it, like the outer parts, the skeleton, and some of the first pieces of the dish were being completed, like when the end of Revenge of the Sith came in.
Right.
So they didn't have anything like tangible, like obviously usable on it. They were just beginning to build like the axes and the different superstructures that goes along with it.
This was their first time putting it together. There's a lot of trial and error going on there.
Right, which when you're building the second one, that wouldn't be near as badly.
They learned what not to do and how to do things faster.
Right. So, okay. So here's my question, and maybe this has already been answered. I'm not know. My brain is kind of foggy at the minute. But does Wikipedia say how much of the second Death Star was complete by the time the Battle of Endor happened? What was how much of it was complete? Because I know it wasn't 100%. I mean, the laser was operational, but obviously the battle station itself was not complete. And I dare say that the structure that we see is not complete structure. It's just skeletal parts that have been put together. They got the laser, they've got the core working, they got the laser working, and they were able to dock and put workers on it. But how much of it was actually complete by the time they got this done?
I don't see anything where it says that.
Let me see here. I'll take a look. Let's Google it.
Let's see. Indoor system was chosen to be a site where it would be constructed.
Second Death Star was complete.
So their main
roughly 2/3, roughly 2/3 to 3/4. So
okay.
somewhere in the neighborhood of about 60, 65, 66% to 75% of it was done. So it wasn't complete. I mean, it still had a lot to go.
Yeah.
I would say by the looks of it, it was more like probably about 60 to 65% of it was done. So that's not much over 50%. So about halfway done.
I mean, it just looked cooler not being finished.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
But
would also imagine that both the DS1 and DS2 had their own gravitational fields like miniature planets. Oh yeah, 100%. That much mass that much mass, you're not gonna. There's no way with that much mass and the gravitational systems that are on that ship. There's no way that thing didn't create a gravitational field of its own.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we know it had track beams.
Yeah, we knew it had tractor beams. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we have for the Imperial Fleet. Hope everybody.
One more thing too. Something about and I'm not sure if you look at the schematics of the first one, the inner parts of those were not complete either. Because if you watch Return of the Jedi, they actually get through the surface areas of the ship and they get into where the actual reactor core is. And if you look inside there, there's a lot of space that's not filled in inside the reactor core area. Now, how big is that? We have no idea. But you have to think that they're not actually completing that inner part of it, so they don't have to work on that either. Let's see. It says, Drew says, yeah, even Star Wars agrees it looks cooler being unfinished. I agree. Just got a hoodie with 1977 all New Hope design on it, except for the Death Star. It used the DS2 design instead of the New Hope one. Somebody wasn't paying attention to canon.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So hope you all enjoyed this discussion about the Imperial Fleet.
I got my little 3D printed TIE Defender done. So stay tuned next week.
I wanted to, let me. Okay. The TIE Defender. That's awesome.
The TIE Defender. Yeah.
So next week, we are going to continue our Starships of the Galaxy. And we will be, I'm giving you a sneak preview to the thumbnail. We are going to be talking about the TIE fighters.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
And while talking about that, I will be showing off some of my, for those of you that have played the X-Wing miniatures game, I will be showing off my my team.
Next week.
What?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, you're going to show off your team from that. What I'm going to do is during Show Me Your Thingy, when we're doing TIE Fighters, I actually have a few of them from the Jazzwares miniature, these guys. I actually have a few of them. So while we're doing that, I'm probably going to show off a few of the ones that I have. So it'll be kind of a special Show Me Your Thingy.
That would be cool. Drew says the Chimera is by far my favorite imp ship. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you didn't come in until after we were talking about the Imperial class. Because I said that same exact thing. That's my favorite.
You know one that we missed, Steve, and is my favorite, is we did not talk about, and we can include it next week as a kind of a bonus one. We did not talk about the ship from Battlefront 2. It was a light cruiser from Battlefront 2.
Was that not a heavy cruiser?
I think it was a light cruiser. I'm not sure. We can research it. We'll do it as a bonus one because it was the Inferno Squadron's one of the main ships for the Inferno Squadron, and we didn't mention it. But I like it. It's cool. It's a good looking ship.
Well, you can blame that on whoever put together the. Well, you can blame me actually. You can blame the person that put together the list of Imperial starships. But
that's okay.
I was going off of bad information.
It's okay.
But Smirking Bear says the Executor is his favorite, even though the Death Star. You know what? I wasn't even including the Death Star in my favorite Imperial starships because
that's too easy. That's like saying the Millennium Falcon is your favorite Star Wars ship. That's just too easy.
Sure.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah. Oh man. Drew's talking about the Raider class Corvette. See, that's what I was saying, Drew. But I had to include it because they are part of the fleet.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
The Raider class.
Yeah, the Raider class. Yeah, I think it's a light cruiser. Or it's a Corvette.
I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up.
That's the only one that we didn't mention. I like that one. I like it because it's light, it's faster, it's a cool little. It's not like a big bulky ship. It can be something a little bit smaller and a little bit faster. So it's kind of a neat ship.
Well, hang on. Don't get ahead of things. We still have time. We still have time.
Don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. Damn it.
There we go. There's a picture of it, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
The Raider 2 class. Gosh dang it. Where'd it go? Okay, get off of there, picture. Okay. Yeah, it's a Corvette.
It's a Corvette.
Okay, it's Corvette. Yeah. Created by Kuat Drive Yards. That's a name it's pretty familiar.
We've talked about them a few times. I don't know.
We talked about them. It was the ship. The Corvus was the one that was the Iden Versio's ship, wasn't it?
Yep. Huh?
Well,
yep.
No.
Well, it was technically the Inferno Squadron ship, but she took it after she switched.
Right.
Yep.
So that was. I'm trying to find the. Where's the purpose of it? It's an assault starship. It required only 2 pilots. Interesting.
It's like a bulk cruiser on steroids.
After the defection of Del Mico and Eden Versio, the Corvus was handed over to the New Republic. Very cool. I'm trying to find the freaking, like, how big was this damn thing? Oh, there it is. 150 meters. How many feet is that?
About 300. No. 450 feet? Close?
492 feet.
490 feet. I know a meter is almost the same as a meter and a yard are similar, and a yard is about 3 feet. But I think a meter is slightly longer, if I remember correctly.
A meter. I want to say
that do the European.
Yeah,
it's like 3 1/4. It's like 3.25, I think, or close to it.
A yard is 36 inches. I think a meter is about 39.
Yeah, so it's just slightly bigger. It's like 3.3. Yeah, so yeah. Just slightly bigger. So, yeah.
So it was used as a cargo hauler. Wait a minute. What the? Oh, this is talking about post. Wait a minute. What? Gideon Hask. Okay, Gideon. He was a first order. Okay, so it was also used by the first order. Cool.
Well, and like
Drew says it was basically a mobile HQ ship used as support for sieges and space to planet. 100 crew members. Corvus had less.
Maybe 94, and since I don't believe.
I'm glad somebody was here to keep me in line. Anyway. Yeah, everybody, thanks for coming in, tuning in, watching, all that. Everybody on the replay, thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. But next week we'll be back talking about all kinds of TIE fighters. I don't know if I'm going to use that thumbnail. I might find something better. But yeah, we're going to talk. Yeah, I like the Inferno. I need to read that book about the Inferno Squad.
I've heard it. I've heard it's good.
Me and reading books, but yeah. So next week we're talking TIE fighters, all kinds of TIE fighters. Like I was saying, I'm gonna have my collection of X-wing miniatures TIE fighters because I had a lot of them. When I played in an X-wing miniatures league, I basically used nothing but TIE fighters. And that was pretty good. Yeah, so we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Woohoo, TIE Defender. And like I said, make sure you subscribe. Thanks to our patrons. And any final thoughts?
No. I like fighters, so I'm anxious to talk about the TIE fighters, and then eventually the kind of oddball fighters of the universe. So that'd be kind of good. That'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week, as long as there is no weird weather patterns going on.
Hope not.
And may the force be with you. Like a benza.